It's week 7 of the 2024 season, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. We can hardly wait for the start of this one on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. We are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, on for the rock. The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Completed here to Johnston. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it.
Oh, the football's loose. And it's picked up by the defense. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possessions.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback. You want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
First carry here for the rookie out of Colorado. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Let's go now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. That one right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The Chargers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Finds McConkey. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Herbert from the gun. He's marking over to something here and just chucks it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just caught.
Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He breaks a tackle, and little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The home teams and their running back about to get back to work. And that touchdown on their opening drive, more of what we've come to expect from him this season. You can see he's one of the league's best at finding the end zone thus far.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Pass play coming here. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They're throwing it. He finds Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll throw it. This finds likely. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. Has it in close. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Here's a give up the middle. Has them the touchdown. These guys take a 13-0 lead. That one splits the uprights. And his guys double their lead to 14. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. First and 10, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Let's see what they went with on third down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. J.K. Scott's on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. He tucks it and takes off. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He's dropping back to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. That one's out and cut on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! These guys take a 20-zip lead. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. That one right down the middle. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The Chargers into a nickel set, third down. Another carry for him. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They are now set for 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing now off play action. Headed out right. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Runs it in for the touchdown. These guys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That one splits the uprights. And his guys continue piling on to this lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. On the return, here comes Davis. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Throwing on first is Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now Herbert to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Now Herbert again. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Herbert throwing again. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down. It's Herbert once more. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Edwards will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Herbert back to throw. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. One last play before the break. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming from the 6. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The home teams and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. And he'll get it up to the 44. 2nd and 3 now. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Likely's got it right side. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Simple dive up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Is in. Touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. PAT effort coming up. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And these guys grow their lead yet again. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Chargers and wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 2nd and 3 now. From the pistol, it's Herbert. A quick slant, here's McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Escapes the puck. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the set. Chased out to his right. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. That was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10, here's Herbert. Finding Hurst. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first. Running behind center with Edwards. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. They send the tight end in motion. Herbert from the gun. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. To throw, Herbert. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. Herbert. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds. Third and goal. Here's Herbert. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Brown's kick is up and good. And that lowers the gap to 25 points.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Here's a handoff up the gut. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Right up the gut. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Gets this one to Harrison. He's still going at the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
The give here on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That's caught for the first. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll try and punch it in. Is into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys continue piling it on here in the 4th. That one right down the middle. And his guys continue adding on to that lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Gets this to McConkey. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Herbert to throw once more. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, LA. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will trail by 25. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. This offense. First and 10 now from the 30. Running this one left. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He's got Harrison. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give him a first down. He'll throw it. He's on the move. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. Going to the ground again on first. Has the touchdown. These guys keep running away with this. That one splits the uprights. And these guys tack on 7 more to their lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. On the return, here comes Davis. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 31. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Chargers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now Herbert to throw. This one's caught.
I call this quarterback's best friends. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's Herbert once more. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will trail by 25. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. Taken in by Harrison. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the 1st. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Another carry for him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Let's go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.
It's Week 8 of the National Football League, where we'll see this team's versatile running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. Great game in store for y'all, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one. The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. This returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by their rookie new quarterback this season out of LSU.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now this time he'll set up to throw. That's to the 4th overall pick. It's Marvin Harrison Jr. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Now, faking the give. That is caught at the 3. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. for the touchdown. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws.
And he's going to be taken down, but there are flags down on the field. Looks like the defense got a head start there.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Go ahead.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
21G. 44. Ready.
Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Hey, get set. Out, done. Out.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. That's taken in by Achan. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man is Johnson. He's got him. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll turn and hand this one off. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. A second effort, and he is in. Has a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the visitors move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
32 stinger.
The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Turbo 2. 20 TX.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Chua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
All
So,
right, fellas,
backed
listen
up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tungo Bailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's Jake Bailey now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. a toss play, running left. Call it a gain of 13. That's enough for a first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
So after one, 14-0.
Ready up. Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Get set. Go ahead.
Hill brought in motion.
Set.
Off play action, it's Tua. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Turbo one high.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Set.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right.
Now it's Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The motion man is Johnson. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball.
Turbo 3, kick.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go ahead.
Here's Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is caught. And he's out of bounds inside the 30.
Hey, turbo one.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Right.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
They get the guard, Isaiah Wynn, that time.
Ready.
They'll toss it here to Achane. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Turbo one.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Ready, set. Out.
Here's Tunga Vailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now give on the ground. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they are not going to catch him. He's in for the score. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup, but we do have a penalty marker on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Achan. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss.
Cover 2. Ready.
Here's 2. He'll get this to the former Falcon, Jonnu Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Kick. All right, come on.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line.
On the jump. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, They turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a two-score game on this drive. First down and 10. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. That pass play good for 22. And that will be a first down. He runs with it. Now a timeout for injury. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll try to set up the screen here, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
18, back, 8.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That one is good. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Man in motion is Barrios. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
Turbo one.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll look deep, left sideline. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
All right. Get on.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achan. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. He's run well here in the first half of the season. As you see there, he's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. They'll stay on the ground. He's got room to the 45. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Receiver in motion, headed left. Here comes the jet sweep. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Now, faking the give. Sending it downfield for Likely. And the Dolphins will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
32 Stinger. Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away.
Hey,
Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
44.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Bailoa. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
70 Lions. Here we go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Throwing now from the gun. He's going to run it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
19 Tiger. Stephanie.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Tua. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Ready.
Here's Tungo Bailoa. He'll check this down to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. This team's offense ready to get back at it. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop.
Let's go, guys.
They'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will... From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To the goal line and in. Touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He gets free. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are able to edge a bit closer. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on.
Ready up. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. And he will dive into the end zone. Javonte Williams for the touchdown. The PAT, up and good. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Barrios on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Get set. Turbo 3, kick. Ready, set.
Throwing is Tua. He'll get this out to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
All right.
To throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
21G.
Tua finds the open man, Braxton Berrios.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Ready, 2 stinger. Out.
Again, it's Tua. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
20 TX. Go ahead.
Tua to throw again. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Throwing again, it's Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Scat. Ready. Out,
to the air again, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
They're right here.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12.
Ready, set.
Here's a give to Achane. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up. A shotgun snap for Tua. It is brought in the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll begin here on the ground. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Cole Strange, former first-round pick, guilty there. They'll turn and hand this one off. Finding room across midfield. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a 1st down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's in. Javonte Williams has a touchdown. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
He's right, snow.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Get set.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. Tua now on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
Ready.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
All right, come on.
Now it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Ready. Out.
Back to throw is Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Ready.
They snap it to Tua. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Dolphins 1st down.
Let's go.
Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. The risk pays off to the tune of 16
All right,
yards.
fellas, listen up.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
All right.
Here's 2. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Go ahead.
Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
44. Ready.
Tua gonna throw. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. And the visitors are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Set. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hup.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Go.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. So, it's a win for our visitors. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.